we are back for day 3. I got everything around the building cut down and done. Now I'm on the, back here by the dumpster. I'm gonna get this cut down, then I just got the one big island or berm on the other side of the parking lot, up front, and then everything should be, excuse me, cut down and rough graded. And then tomorrow my locate should be done, so like this trees next to me and that junk, that's all getting taken out. I'm gonna move that brush and take out, I think, almost all the trees up along that other road. I'm gonna bring the 2150 to do that, and pop those out and load them up on the trailer. Because we can actually haul them down where I've been hauling this fill at. They got some great big hole dug and this like incinerator deal where they're burning all that brush that they cleared off, so they're gonna let me drop it off up there. I'm gonna try to get a little video or picture of that if they're still up there burning. The thing's kind of crazy because it's like a jet engine or something on this little trailer. It just helps blow air and heat down at the bottom of that fire. But I mean, it, like, you drop a tree in there and it doesn't take it any time at all to burn up. This whole deal's actually gone fairly smooth, I think, I was really guessing it was going to take me a week or better to get all this dug out and hauled on. I didn't know at the time they were going to let me dump right down the road. I was planning on having to make like a 20 or 30 minute round trip with the loads. So that saves a ton of time. I think as of this morning I've hauled 18 loads of filtered off, so just about right, because he had 18 or 20 loads of topsoil that he brought in and then mixed in with everything. And then that's the sad part, is he actually brought in a bunch of this clay and rock that we're just digging out. So I don't know, live and learn. I mean, I tried to tell him to leave it low. I actually think on the next one they're working on building in this site, they've already talked to me a little bit about doing the rough grade. I think I'm actually going to look at the rough grade and then doing all the like stormwater stuff and just try to do more of the site work and maybe I'll even build the pad and stuff like that for it. So I'm kind of hoping to maybe break into a little more of this commercial stuff. Seems like with having the 2150, that's really helped kind of bring on some more work like this. And I've actually got another job I'm going to try to either sneak in tomorrow or Saturday morning. I got 1,500 feet of silt sock to put out. That's what everybody's kind of gone to that here instead of the silt fence. It's just like an 8-inch diameter tube. It looks almost like netting or weed guard or something, but it's filled full of mulch. I guess where we got a local place here in town sells it. It's 200 feet on a pallet, and it comes with a stake. So apparently I can just stake the one end and then just start running the loader. I probably need some. I think Dad's gonna come and help me because I'm sure it just doesn't uncoil. Like it sounds like it ought to work pretty easy in theory, but that doesn't always pan out. There's a new Dollar General going in, so that person contacted me about putting that silt hired by someone to go and install it. So I may film doing it. I don't know. It's, I mean, not super exciting, but in the same way there, I kind of told them what all else, you know, they asked what else I could do because it's an out-of-state contract that's going to build that. So I may get some more from them. So it's a good way to get your foot in the door. Should work out nice. Like I said, today's Thursday. I should get all the dirt cut down and rough graded today. And then, like I said, tomorrow I'll probably bring the 2150 back. I'd say less than a day we'll have all these trees out of here and all that kind of cleaned up. I don't know if I'll get the riprap in or not, but about 4 days, I mean, I'll have all this cut down, rough graded, and all that junk cleaned up. So that was, like I said, I was guessing it's going to take a week and a half on time. And that's how I priced it anyway, so they were fine with that. So that's the one thing about bid work. If you can get in there and get after it and get it done quicker than what you think it's going to, that's that much more money you can make. So name of the game right there. want to jump in here and try to carefully rake this junk back from the edge. So this is just going to be, I think, I don't know, 7 or 9 like green giants planted in the middle, and I want to use it as like a privacy barrier. So I don't really care to come in here and cut this way down like I've been doing the rest of it, because it's going to be creek rock over the whole thing. Those trees, you know, they don't have to have like a whole island of good dirt over the top of it. Don't grow in this. So we're going to dig some bigger holes up here in the middle and plant them. So actually the rest of it, the rockier the better. That just kind of helps cut down on the weeds and junk, which, you know, we're going to put weed guard down, and then I'll probably put road fabric in here. It's just because it's a bigger roll and easier to roll out. There's the end of the sprinkler system. But I do want to use the curb. Okay, what I was saying was, I don't need to take it down a whole lot, just a couple inches, and then that way the curb will hold the creek rock in here. Now we're going to use 2-inch creek rock. It seems to hold up a little better on this commercial stuff. I'm going to try to just put this stuff on here and kind of keep shaping this berm with it, because it's, I don't want to make it too steep, but I want to make it tall enough where they can get some good privacy out of it. And then I'm going to try to kind of maybe flatten the top of it out where those trees are going to set. But it's got some low spots and stuff here and there, and I should be able to just waste everything that I take out of this side and put it in here and drag it down without having to haul any more off. This is the annoying part. Like the very first time I came and looked at this thing was like almost to the bottom of the curve. He had the center all piled up, but he didn't have anything on the edges, and I was like, great. I asked them nicely to not fill that in, so I don't know. He went ahead and added a lot more to it and filled in the edges and everything else, so, which is fine. It just makes it more of a time-consuming, tedious part. And I try to just rake away a little at a time, because that kind of cuts down on what rolls out, and you got to shovel off the curb. Some people look at it like I'm not taking big enough scoops or doing it quick enough or whatever, but sometimes slow is fast, fast is messy, so part of it I really don't, I don't worry about it or care as much what they think or say anymore, because at the end of the day, I'm the one here doing the work, and since I don't have a helper, I got to get up there and shovel it off. So if I can take an extra 30 seconds and rake a little more of this over there, and I'll cut down on my shoveling, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not complaining that I don't have help, because I'm not really out there trying to hire anybody. Just trying to explain for some of those why I do things the way that I do it. It's all about what makes it easier on you. Far less messy than running the loader down here. The problem was the corner of the loader bucket gets full pretty quick, and then all of a sudden you're just rolling more material out. right there on the top of the curb, so I mean that's pretty easy to shovel off. Just in a few days, it's coming along. We're pretty much ready for irrigation everywhere now, and I'll come backfill that, and kind of touch it up, and then we're ready for dirt. So not too bad of a little job then. It's nice and dry and dusty. Alright, well, we're going to carry on and we'll check back when we get the loader. All right, well, the rough grade is probably 90% done, I think. Well, I mean, this is pretty much where I got to do a little hand raking there, but why I say 90% is I got to come back probably tomorrow with the 2150 and yank out these stumps and then clean all that junk out at the edge of that ditch. But to me, this is what a rough grade is supposed to look like. I mean, you can tell it's rough, crappy material, but I'm 4 or 5 inches lower than the curb and it's somewhat smooth, so I still try to get my rough grades to look somewhat like a finished grade, because like I said before, building a yard or whatever is kind of like painting a car or whatever, the the body work or the prep work. That's how that yard's going to look, so it's just always easier to get it as close as you can with the rough grade, and then it makes it the finished grade a whole lot quicker, because you're just going to kind of follow what's there instead of having to put it real thick here and real thin there and different things. You can just knock it down. But I got all my brush stuff piled up there, so yeah, that's got to go. This is going to get kind of dug out and dressed up, new rip wrap and stuff over there, and then I'll run the loader and kind of cut that and rough grade that down. But yeah, everything around the building is ready. I did find out today I want to keep that electrical box right there, so I got to do a little touching up there. But I mean, this is all ready to have the irrigation system start putting in. And then tomorrow, the plan, I think there's maybe 3 or 4 of those we're going to keep. But then like the ones that Dad went through and cut a lot of them off, like that far one down there, everything around the Sam sign, that, and then all that brush is going to go. So that's where I got to do the rest of my cleaning up and rough grading there. But yeah, we're taking all that trash and stumps and everything like that out. I think there's going to be a couple shrubs, like small shrubs in there, and then new creek rock, and then the rest of it from that corner is just going to be grass. It's kind of how my little berm came out, and it does not it doesn't show up on pictures or the camera. I mean, it's probably 3.5 feet higher than the curb in the middle of it. It's just got a real nice uniform shape to it. But yeah, it looks like it's flat on there. There's just one nice looking dome across there. So that'll have the big green giants and creek rock. And this is how this side came out. So got it all cut down, sloped, and should be ready to roll for the, I think there's irrigation inside most of this. But I think as of right now, I got about 33 hours in all this. I estimated 60. That's also with taking out those trees and stuff. So I'll probably have another 10, 12 hours tearing those out and rough grading that. I've hauled off 24 loads of junk. I was guesstimating 18 to 20. So I'm pretty close on all my numbers, and the short haul really made a big difference. But yeah, we will be back tomorrow with the 2150. I gotta load it up tonight. We're going down to the train track tomorrow morning with Lonnie and the slinger truck. They put a sidewalk in and cut my access off to get some of the dirt around there. So we're gonna use the 2150 to load the slinger and then shoot about 5 or 6 loads of dirt over there. And then on my way back through, I'll stop here with it and clean all this brush out. So we'll just check in with you guys tomorrow.